these few days here, are you working more on the first 6 weeks, or now you already started working on
Kentucky? Just, big thing is we were trying to work on situational football, just emphasizing on third downs, on red zones, 2-minute drills, just having a big emphasis on that, and then also developing some of the young players, making sure that they're ready so when their time comes in the spring, they've got some good reps too.
Halfway through the season, a lot of expectations are put on those linebackers. Do you think they've kind of lived up to them so far?
Yeah, well, I think this past game, Denardra McKinney and Deontay Skinner played as well of a game at the linebacker position as I've seen in a while. They were flying around, highly productive, getting pressures on the quarterback, flying around, making plays. When we came out at halftime, I told both of them, you have to take over this game for us to win. And I think Denardra had 4 or 5 tackles on the last 2 drives, and they were all over the field. So, I think they've done some good things in the second half of the season. Hopefully they'll just keep getting better.
When you're asking them to take over a game, what are you looking for them to do?
Yeah, just big thing is just energy, playmaking, getting everybody lined up. The biggest thing is we want to make sure that they make everybody around them better, and making plays on their own too. They're very competitive. They love each other. They're very competitive with each other, and they kind of keep track of stats. So if one of them's got a 10-tackle game, the other one's trying to make sure he stays up there too. One gets pressure on the quarterback, the other one wants to make sure he's involved in that too. So they're a fun group to coach. A couple of great kids, Matt Wells, Beniquez, and Richie and Zach are awesome.
So you're talking about losing a guy like Orlando Bohanna. I know preseason he was really making a move.
Right.
Just had those concussion problems.
Bo's been a great player his whole career. He's had a big role in special teams. And, the biggest thing that people don't notice is how much energy, enthusiasm. He loves playing football. And, losing that for the first 6 games kind of hurt a little bit because, I love the kid. So just love to see him out there playing football.
In the first 6 games of the year, is anything with your defense that surprised you and anything that kind of concerns you as far as urgency to get fixed going into those last 6 games?
The big thing is just, we talked about earlier, is just situational football. Understanding when it's a third down situation. LSU game, we get them 3rd and 12, 3rd and 19, 3rd and 15, and can't get off the field. So there's that kind of deal. And then the end of halves, the end of games, somehow we end up finding a way to let people in the end zone or let people kick field goals, and just making sure the guys understand when we're put in different situations, we've got to respond. Bowling Green had us, 1st and 10 on the 10 the other night. We responded really well. But then other times we let them drive down there and don't understand that we're in the red zone. We got to stop them. So just understand the situations that we're in and get better at those situations.
Your defense had to come up with a big stop late. You don't want to be in that situation, but is that something that you wanted to see from the young guys? Tolando made a big play. And Will Redmond, I think, knocked the ball down.
Right.
Is that something you want to see from them?
The big thing, it shouldn't have even gotten to that because Denardra got a sack with 3 minutes left, and then it got a face mask. And somehow we just kind of kept finding a way to shoot ourselves in the foot. But the nice thing, like you said, was we found a way to respond, and we found a way to get a stop. And the Tolando Clevelands of the world, and people don't talk about this, but he recovered the fumble to win the game for us. So him being in those kind of situations at such a young age has been vital for him.
I was talking to offensive guys yesterday with all their injuries and shifts and change. You really haven't seen one offense for an extended stretch. The same's true on defense. Neither you nor your opponents have seen the full defense out there for a single stretch.
Yeah, since play 7 of the Oklahoma State game, when our starting strong safety, Jay Hughes, goes down, and then play 9, Jamerson Loves goes down. But, the guys have done a good job stepping up. Whoever's in there, Preston Smith had a huge game against LSU, didn't play this past week, so, the guys step up. They just, whoever's time it is to make a play comes in to make a play. Whoever's time it is to come in and get a lot of reps, they do that. So we've got a close group, and somebody goes down, they respond, get in there and make plays.
You're involved in the special teams.